With Bowser in the party, the three heroes made a most unlikely trio. Peach attempted to explain the quest to Bowser, but it made him grunt in confusion. As Mario walked ahead, he spotted something that made him briefly stop and stare. "What is it, Mario?" asked Peach, as she turned to see the blue expanse ahead. The great glittering waves of the tidal pool stretched as far as she could see. Fort Francis was somewhere across the water. And welcome back to more Super Paper Mario. We're beginning Chapter 3-2, Bloops Ahoy. Last time we fought Bowser and recruited him into our party, so we have 3 main characters and many pixels as well. Now this is aesthetically a really cool level, but it's an underwater level, so I can't say I really like it because I just don't like underwater levels. Now, a little secret right here is if you flip, you actually do get a little secret passageway if you don't want to traverse whirlpools. Pretty nice if you actually want to save a little time. Now, Bowser, as we explained last time, is our attacker. He can do a lot more damage, and he can also, oh, this is blocked in 3D. Interesting. He can do a lot more damage, but he's really slow. So he definitely is very situational, but in these situations he very much excels. Also, there are 6 pillars here that we can't do anything with just yet, so our only choice is to actually move on. Navigation in 3D is always a little weird in this game, and it doesn't get any better when you're having to deal with underwater physics. So if I had anything to criticize about this game, it'd be that. Avoid whirlpools, avoid the blooper tentacles, all very self-explanatory things. There's a little thing up there, but I think we are gonna do this first. It's on the way, might as well. So we have a little underground passage, so far on land, but see how that goes. I don't think we're gonna be on land for long, knowing this game. Nope, back underwater. Again, you might opt for Bowser in these types of sections, partially just because, frankly, Mario can't really attack well underwater. This is Inky Sauce, used to restore HP and cure poison, but can also be used as an ingredient. So in this room we have a ton of enemies. Unfortunately, they all can flip into 3D, so Mario loses out on his one advantage, so might as well just finish him off with Bowser if I can. This guy is giving me trouble, actually. There we go, and we're locked in here. But luckily, we have a treasure chest. Let us use Mario for... Actually, let's go with Peach, just for variety, because we haven't seen her yet this chapter. Hey, in case you ain't heard, I throw a lot of girth around these parts, and I'm gonna check you out to make sure you got the weight to hang with me. Alright, let's start by checking that face of yours. Look at those big eyes, you make my girthy heart flutter, girl. Those eyes of yours have some heavy to them. You get 70 girth points. Alright, I gotta check the girthiness of those clothes of yours. A pink dress takes guts to wear that here. Bam, there's 100 girth points. Girth check on the body coming up, that's where the real heavy comes from. Unbelievable, you might be a slender thing, but you got a beefy spirit, girl. When you mess with a chick like you get 1 million girth points. The sheer girthitude on display here is blowing my mind. There's no getting around it. You got heavy like I've never seen before. Any fool that gets in your way, and you just have to girth him up. Love it. Smash and squish those lightweights. You're going places with girth like that, and I want to come along for the ride. So we got another pixel in our party. The ground-pounding pixel named Thudley joined you. Now you can unleash a powerful attack on anything right below you when you jump. You can even use the ground pound on enemies underwater. With our girths combined, nothing can stop us, but you gotta get out of this room first, put my heavyweight power in the work. So, we're finally actually calling it what it is, a ground pound. You're not doing any of that spin attack nonsense like in the first 2 games. It is a ground pound. That always messed me up in Thousand Year Door. Because it's like spin jump. A spin jump is like not that. Spin jump is horizontal, not a vertical roll in midair, then landing. For example, this is the spin jump in Paper Mario. I picture spin jumping more like in Mario Sunshine, or 3D World and Odyssey, where you're actually like twirling in the air a bit. Anyway, we got another Pixels. You know, now sadly, Thudley is a victim of the same problems of most of the Pixels, that he really doesn't have a lot going on. He's around for that one scene, that's basically it. We can also attack the tentacles now with Mario and Peach as well. Typically Bowser's the only one who can reach them, but Mario can now do some damage, though I think Bowser's still the way to go if we ever find the source of the problem. Now, you can also attack other underwater enemies, but it's a little clunky to pull off, so we're not going to rely on it. There's a drawing of posts on the wall from left to right, up, down, down, and then up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So we need Mario because we got a flip in the next section, but the Pixels in general are underdeveloped. Pretty much none of them have real personalities other than Tippy. And all of them are extremely one-dimensional and tend to have kind of a gimmick to them, like Thudley's into girth. And like, all of them have their little quirks to them. But other than that, they're pretty not interesting as characters. Which is a slight criticism. But then again, you actually have full party members in the form of Peach and Bowser, so it kind of alleviates some of that issue. Because if it was just like partners in the original games, you would actually want them to be a little bit more fleshed out, but in this game I think some of the emphasis is just partially placed on Bowser and Peach for, you know, dialogue. So it's kind of just a different focus, really. These are scary things. We can't even know what they are because we don't have Tippy with us. I like how the audio sounds really muted underwater. It's kind of a nice effect. Yeah, see, Bowser just tears through everything, so he's gonna be our attacker. Mario's definitely more for puzzle solving, and Peach is for gliding across certain gaps. So everyone has their own puzzles, it's pretty unique. These 2 enemies, I think, are invincible because we actually have a cutscene. And off they go. What's going on? Hey land freaks, how'd you like a Tangle Sandwich? So this is a giant blooper, bigger than anything from the previous 2 games, hands down. And basically we have to hit the red one. There's a theme in this chapter around red colored things, and this is holding true for this boss fight, so we just gotta kind of deal with the blue ones. They don't do damage. The little star icon means we did hit it, but it just didn't hurt it at all. This actually has a damage number. No, not there. Please, anywhere but there. So, rinse and repeat. Typical kind of Mario boss fight. Just kind of gotta hit everything, make the weak point vulnerable, and then dish out some damage. Now, you can use Thudley, and I'm pretty sure that's what they had in mind for this fight. I never do. I'll do it once just to demonstrate. Which also proves one interesting thing. This fight is on a cycle. It's not actually based on damage. Because Bowser's ground pounds do to double damage, that basically should make the fight really short, but I'm pretty sure it's always 3 phases, because it's just on a cycle, more so than based on damage numbers. And down he goes. But again, if you do use the ground pound with Bowser, it just doesn't do anything. It doesn't speed it up at all, so might as well just use the safe move. And yeah, that's what Bowser can do. He is definitely our heavyweight, and also just as a side note, speaking of heavyweight, Thugly does have unique dialogue for each character, and they all have different amounts of points. Interestingly, I think Peach gets the most points of anybody, even more than Bowser, so just a little fun note. But in any case, we are done, so let's finish up this chapter and move on to the next. So, next time we will be beginning Chapter 33. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Super Paper Mario.